Am I the asshole for telling my ex-fiance's parents exactly why we broke up and I called off the wedding? So I met my ex-fiance Amy when we were both 27. Right off the bat, we hit it off. Pretty early in our relationship, Amy let me know that she had a pretty wild past. She wanted to be honest and upfront with me. I told her that I didn't care, but I did have concerns about whether she was actually wanting to settle down, which I kept to myself. She had told me how her past had caused a lot of strain with her parents, but didn't really go into detail. I pushed all of that aside and dove in. We had an amazing relationship. Over the years, I grew pretty close to her parents. I spent a lot of time at their house helping her dad with projects. We'd often all three go out to lunch afterwards. They were wonderful people. After dating for about 3 years, I proposed. Amy was ecstatic, but her parents were even more excited. We had what seemed like a fairy tale engagement. Allie was a coworker of Amy's, and they became really close. Allie is one of the kindest and most sincere people that I've ever met. Okay, well, see, everything sounds great. So how did we end up here? How did you end up on Reddit asking if you're the ass? I can't wait to figure it out. One weekend, Amy's friend Sarah invited her on a weekend trip to Vegas. Now, Sarah was not someone that I liked. She was a friend from that time in Amy's life who was a very bad influence. She would pressure her to drink, do drugs, hook up, things like that. I heard her call me boring multiple times on the phone with Amy, and even heard her tell her that she should break up with me a couple of times. She was just kidding, of course. I wasn't thrilled about the idea, but Sarah invited Amy's friend Allie, which did make me feel a lot better. They went to a club one night and some guys were all over them. They invited the girls to their suite upstairs where they were throwing an after party. Amy and Allie declined, but Sarah guilt-tripped them into going. During the party, Allie was alone and wanted to go back up to their room and sleep. She went looking for Sarah and Amy to see if they wanted to leave or just to let them know that she was leaving. She found them in a room. Sarah was hooking up with one guy, and Amy was having a threesome with two guys. Ooh. Ooh. The next morning, Amy begged Allie not to say anything to me. Sarah said that it was her fault. Okay, no, sir, you are not the asshole, because I would tell her parents exactly why I'm ending the marriage too, or the relationship and ending the engagement. Fuck yeah. Wow. Amy. Girl, do what you do, but not when you in a relationship, because you nasty. When they got back, Allie told me everything right away. Good fucking shit. Good shit, Allie. I like her. I like her. Allie is that friend that everybody is afraid of, because you can't do shit around nobody like Allie, who's honest and sincere and is not going to allow you to fuck over your fiance. She's immediately going to say something. Yeah, bitches who do dirt, they don't like people like Allie. I love people like Allie, because tell me, because what the fuck you mean don't tell him? Bitch, I just seen you, the base of an Eiffel Tower. Get the fuck out of here. No. Yeah, bitches don't like Allie. I love me an Allie. Get you an Allie friend. Everything will be right. When they got back, Allie told me everything right away. To her credit, Amy didn't deny any of it. She said she freaked out about getting married and fucked up. No. See, when you freak out, you go to your friend's house and you end up over there drunk for 2 days, stressed out, crying about what if he really doesn't want to spend the rest of his life. That's a normal freak out about getting married. What if I'm not ready? You go to your mom's house and you cry in the bed. You don't go fuck 2 different guys and be like, I fucked up. I was freaking out. No, you got to come up with a better excuse for me. No. I was crushed, but obviously called off the wedding and broke up with her on the spot. I hadn't told many people about what happened except my immediate family. This all happened 6 months ago. I saw Amy's parents at a hardware store a week ago. They expressed how sad they were that we broke up. Her mom, who I was close with, asked me what happened. She didn't think I was the cold feet type and would just cut Amy out of my life. I was confused, but then kind of awkwardly clarified that when she was partying with Sarah, who they knew all about, she decided to cheat on me with 2 guys at the same time. They were sad, but not surprised. They had hoped she was turning a new leaf. Period. I would have told them too, because bitch, not you running back to your parents, making it seem like I had cold feet and just backed out of the wedding. No, bitch, because you're a slore. You're a slore. So I told your parents that you were in Vegas being a slore. The fuck? About 2 days later, I got a slew of texts from Amy. She was pissed that I told them and saw it as a way for me to get back at her by turning her parents against her. She said she gave me everything I wanted in the breakup and apologized a million times. It was true. She moved out immediately, worked out canceling wedding plans, etc. It was a clean break and no drama. That said, her parents are super pissed about her throwing away our relationship. They told her sister, who Amy was always competitive with and hated, for slut-shaming her constantly. Her parents are pretty well off and gave her sister and my brother-in-law a huge amount of money to get their lives started. They promised the same for Amy, but told her that they're going to just donate it since they don't want to finance her lifestyle. I kind of knew it might happen, but didn't really care. I would have been fine keeping it to myself until I found out she told them that I basically got cold feet and abandoned her. Amy said she always thought I was kind, but it turns out I was a vindictive asshole. So am I the asshole? Not the consequences of my actions coming back to bite me in my ass. Amy, you need to grow the fuck up. Real shit. You need to grow the fuck up and stop blaming people for the decisions that you're fucking making. You thought you were going to be able to twist this and blame it on him, thinking he would never fucking find out, just for karma to come back around and him to bump into your parents in a store and them to talk to him. And he awkwardly revealed that, no, I didn't get cold feet and I didn't abandon her. Absolutely not. She went on a trip with her friend and decided to have fun that didn't include me, doing things that should have only included me. That's your bad. That's your fucking bad. Everything that is happening to you is simply your fucking doing. All of the choices that you are making is what's making all of this shit happen to you. You chose to cheat on your boyfriend or your fiance, and this is what the fuck happens. You chose to lie to your fucking parents just for them to find out, and now you're not getting this goddamn money. Girl, you don't deserve anything good that's supposed to come to you. You know this, and I know this, because you fuck up everything and still think you're supposed to get shit the way that you want it. Girl, you need to grow the fuck up. OP, you not the asshole, baby. You are not the asshole. You better than me, because I wouldn't have kept it to myself for 6 months. I immediately would have gone around telling people that she's a fucking slur and she went to fucking Vegas and decided to have fun with 2 different guys and neither of them were me. I would have told everybody. The hell you trying to save face for her for? Absolutely not. You're not the asshole at all. Am I the asshole for refusing to pick up a kid from elementary school? I'm a mom to 2 sons, one age 6 and the other age 8. They both attend the same elementary school, so pickup and drop off is easy for me. I'm married, so I'm mostly a stay-at-home mom, aside from the part-time job that I have teaching kids piano. Recently, my older son has become quite good friends with another kid in his class. He wanted to have a play date with him, so I got in touch with the mom to organize it. I managed to meet the kid's mom, and she seems pretty responsible from my impression. The week after the play date, I was picking up my 2 sons from school, and my eldest had brought his friend with him. I asked him where his mom was. He told me that she told him to just go with Daniel, my son's name. Obviously, this was wildly irresponsible from her part, so I called her, but it went straight to voicemail. No, you're not the asshole. You're not the asshole, because what the fuck do you think, who the fuck do you think you are? You're not just going to tell your son to go home with my son without calling me and asking me, because, people do things with their kids after school. They plan all types of things with their kids, and what's not considered in the plan is a random child that I didn't know was coming along. And then, bitch, to turn your fucking phone off and it goes straight to voicemail? Yeah, bitch, you'll never, ever, ever see me and my kids again, because I can't trust to be around you. I'm so sorry, but that's not going to keep happening. Obviously, I wasn't going to leave this kid alone at the end of school. So after repeated attempts to contact her, I just took him home with me. That's where you fucked up. What you do is you take his little ass to the goddamn office and you tell them that his mother is not here to pick him up and she's not answering the phone. A lot of you guys walk yourselves into these situations and then you want to get on the internet asking everybody if you're the asshole when you should have just taken him the fuck in the office from the very beginning. You express how you thought this was wildly inappropriate and is very irresponsible, but then you're bleeding heart. Well, I can't just leave him. I can. I will take him to the fucking office. That's exactly what they're there for. They are there for that. I can do it. I guess my heart just don't bleed like y'all's, but I 100% would have walked baby to the office and let them know what the fuck was going on. Obviously, I wasn't going to leave this kid alone at the end of school. So after repeated attempts to contact her, I just took him home with me. She later contacted me around 2 hours after school finished. She asked me where her kid was and then came to collect him from my house. I asked her why the hell she had done that. She said she was a single mom who couldn't pick him up in time because of her Pilates class. I wish the fuck I would. She would have got beat the fuck up right there because, bitch, a Pilates class was more important than picking up your son from school. See, no. I was pissed that she had just used me for free childcare and assumed that I had no responsibilities of my own. I told her not to do this again or I would report it. A few days later, and guess what? My oldest comes to the car with his friend. I asked him again, where was his mom? Again, he said she told him to go with my son. At this point, I got out of the car with all of the kids and went to the reception to tell them about this incident and left him there, which is what the fuck you should have done the first time. Which is what the fuck you should have done the first fucking time. I got a call after school from his mom with her swearing and berating me, calling me every name in the book, saying that I got her in trouble with the school. We got into an argument and I hung up. After this, she made a Facebook post about me, calling me out and calling me a selfish asshole. Says the person that doesn't even bother to contact the person who you want to watch your child. They're the selfish asshole for not wanting to watch your kid, but you're not selfish, nor are you an asshole for just dropping him off and expecting me to take him home. That's fucking crazy. I really don't know what to do, and I really want to know if I was the asshole. I truly don't see what it is that you're stressed about. I really don't know what to do. What the fuck are you supposed to do? She's mad. Let her be fucking mad. Let her be fucking mad. You've got 2 children, not 3. So when another motherfucker wants to add a third and be upset that you don't want to take care of the third, let them be fucking angry. Let them be fucking angry. If her post on Facebook is what is stressing you out the most, make your own and tag her in them. Make sure to let people know that she felt like it was okay to leave her son at school for a Pilates class. She felt like Pilates was more important. Make sure to let people know that she thinks that simply because your two kids are friends, childcare should be free because she's a single mother. Make sure you let fucking people know that she's berating you and being disrespectful to you for doing the fucking best thing for her son. Let people know that she's continuously abandoning her kid, expecting other people to take care of them. Let people fucking know. Tag her in it and be done. Stop stressing about it.